A marketing plan without a strict operational backbone is useless. To survive market contact, a strategy requires a hard-coded logistical foundation. In 2009, Domino's Pizza faced an existential threat. Once a dominant player in the US market, their sales numbers were in a catastrophic freefall. To stop the bleed, their marketing team executed a situation analysis, stripping away corporate assumptions to find out exactly where the brand actually stood in the eyes of the consumer. They ran intense focus groups, and the feedback was brutal. Customers directly told them their sauce tasted like ketchup, and the crust tasted exactly like the cardboard box it came in. This chart plots the historical sales decline alongside a new measurable objective. Instead of a vague goal to improve taste, leadership targeted exactly 2% growth in same-store sales by the end of 2010. By defining a precise numerical target, they anchored their entire operational plan. By the end of the year, average same-store sales grew by 9.9%, far exceeding the initial baseline. Hitting that metric required moving past standard promotional tactics. Domino's had to execute a fundamental product redesign, testing dozens of new cheese blends and sauce recipes before rolling them out. Without an honest situation analysis and highly specific numerical targets, strategic planning is just corporate guesswork. You have to measure the problem before you can allocate the resources to solve it. Once you know your objective, you use the STP framework, segmentation, targeting, and positioning, to decide exactly who to serve. Domino's filtered the market and targeted a specific demographic they called the realists. This consumer segment actively distrusts standard corporate advertising and demands absolute authenticity. Their positioning strategy relied on radical transparency. They ran national ads publicly admitting their old recipe was terrible, proving they listened to the criticism to win back trust. This theoretical STP must map directly to the 4 Ps: product, price, place, and promotion. Executing this required a massive action plan. The marketing department had to detail specific timelines, assign budget limits, and designate task owners for a rollout across 1,000 separate stores. Every branch had to receive new ingredients and dispose of old stock, and train staff to standardize the new recipes simultaneously, a massive logistical undertaking. A positioning statement is useless unless it directly triggers a funded, assigned, and scheduled resource allocation plan. We can apply this strategic architecture to a real startup case. A student project called Bioplastic Products aims to capture a 5% share of the regional hospitality market. Their situation analysis focuses on new legislation. The government has enforced a strict ban on traditional plastics in the Red Sea region to protect the coastal ecosystem. Hotels are now legally required to replace traditional waste bags with biodegradable alternatives. This environmental mandate creates an immediate operational need for every resort in the region. However, this plan faces a severe vulnerability in the place variable, the logistical supply chain. To serve these coastal resorts, manufacturing must be located nearby. Shipping heavy boxes of biodegradable bags from inland factories incurs prohibitive transportation costs. High transport overhead makes it impossible to compete with cheap, traditional plastic suppliers. If the logistics don't align, the pricing model collapses. Their action plan must prioritize raw material sourcing, local storage, and quality assurance testing to ensure the bags survive heavy-duty hotel use. A sustainable product fails immediately if its supply chain economics do not match the target buyer's operational budget. The Full Coffee Solution app project demonstrates a different risk. It attempts to combine bean sales, machine retail, and educational content in a single interface. Offering too many disparate features without a primary job to be done dilutes the marketing mix and confuses the customer's intent. A similar complexity haunts the Healthcare Smartwatch project, which offers localized emergency alerts for the elderly. They face a split targeting challenge. The buyer, the adult child, and the user, the elderly parent, possess entirely different motivations. To function, their action plan must account for strict regulatory approvals from both medical and telecommunications authorities. If the elderly user refuses to wear the watch, the buyer's investment is voided, and the entire business model collapses. A unique value proposition means nothing if the marketing mix confuses the buyer's intent or if the technology fails the end user's daily habits. Before a strategic marketing plan reaches the real world, it must first pass through 4 distinct strategic stress tests. Stress Test 1 is the frame of reference, understanding exactly what alternatives the customer is using as a baseline for comparison. The coffee app's competition extends beyond other retailers. Customers weigh its value against free YouTube tutorials, home machines, and the expertise of local baristas. Stress Test 2 evaluates points of parity, the non-negotiable baseline features and industry demands before any unique differences can be plotted. For the health smartwatch, it must guarantee parity in battery life, data privacy, and connection stability before marketing its unique alerts. Failing a point of parity instantly disqualifies the product. Innovation cannot save a device that fails the industry's basic expectations. A brand cannot compete on its differences until it has flawlessly executed the baseline requirements of the category. Stress Test 3 examines the empty space on a perceptual map. When competitors are plotted, a gap often appears in one quadrant. But for the smartwatch, this space might be a trap, existing because of technical infrastructure limits or legal barriers, not a lack of competition. Stress Test 4 requires revisit triggers, predefined conditions that force the team to rewrite the strategy. These are strategic tripwires. If the target audience refuses to pay the required premium, the plan must force an immediate pivot rather than blindly continuing. In the bioplastic project, if the government freezes the plastic ban, their primary demand driver vanishes. The trigger hits, and the plan must instantly adapt. Marketing strategy works best as a living operational system, one equipped with predefined triggers to adapt when market realities change.
Join us in supply chain and marketing courses provided by the Community Service and Continuing Education at the Arab Academy for Science, Technology, and Maritime Transport in Cairo, and take the first step toward business success.